What is the story behind Scotland's favourite whisky? Who started it? How did it get its unique name? And what are the ingredients that make it truly famous in today's world? It all starts with the story of the famous family behind the famous Grouse.
Welcome to Glenturret Distillery, home of the famous Grouse experience. My name is Matthew Gloag, and we as a family have been associated with the famous Grouse Scotch whisky since 1800.
In 1800, Matthew Gloag established the family business of Matthew Gloag & Sons, a general merchant selling food, wines and spirits. He drew on the knowledge he gained working as a butler and cellarman at Scone Palace in Perth, and the business rapidly became a success, renowned for the quality of its goods. Matthew's son, William, took control of the business and developed the company's impressive cellars with the assistance of his nephew, also named Matthew Gloag, who gained an impressive knowledge of wine, making frequent buying visits to Bordeaux. This is clearly an area he felt a true passion for and saw great potential, as you can hear in these words from him. Scotsmen the world over use it neat to warm them when cold, diluted to refresh them when warm, to revive them when exhausted, as a medicine in sickness, as an aid to digestion, as a sedative for sleeplessness, and universally to celebrate the meeting with or parting with friends, confident that, used in moderation, it will suit the occasion as nothing else will do, and with nothing but good effect. Millions of men in every clime have found that these Scotsmen are right. The famous Grouse behind Scotland's favourite whisky. Matthew began trying out his new whisky on the increasing number of visitors who were participating in a range of outdoor activities, hunting, shooting and fishing, and inevitably would require a warming drink to fight the cold from the moors. Originally known as the Grouse brand, named after the area's most prized inhabitant, the drink gained such popularity that it soon became known as the famous Grouse. It was his daughter Philippa that sketched the first red grouse, and the iconic label has remained true to this original vision, and that Grouse has become more famous as the years go by. The famous Grouse is one of the world's great drinks, smooth and easy to enjoy. Why is this? These are the words of William Gloag, Matthew's uncle. It is of paramount importance that only the very best materials that can be procured should be used in the manufacture of whisky. When these only are used, and when the whisky has been sufficiently matured in sherry casks, which are of unpurchasable benefit to it, there can be no more wholesome spirit. This obsessive pursuit of quality has been inherited by the master blender, John Ramsay, who watches over the famous Grouse today.
We use two of the finest malts that's available, Highland Park from Orkney and Macallan from Speyside. The whisky is matured in oak casks. The oak casks that we use, we bring in from Spain and cost maybe in the region of 10 times what it would cost you to buy an ex-bourbon cask.
After blending, the famous Grouse is married for up to 6 months in oak casks. No shortcuts. We believe it's worth taking our time to perfect our whisky. This expensive and time-consuming process ensures that we retain the whisky's smooth, subtle flavour and rich texture. The famous Grouse is Scotland's favourite whisky. Quite an endorsement from the world's most famous whisky drinkers. After all, whisky is Scotland's national drink, and the ancient Celts went as far as to call a wee dram the water of life. But the Famous Grouse is not just popular in Scotland. It's one of the top 10 Scotch whiskies in the world, distributed in over 80 countries. So what does make the Famous Grouse famous? Was it the passion of our founder? Is it the grouse? Is it the fact that we stayed true to the values that the Famous Grouse was built upon? Or is it because it's smooth and easy to enjoy? Whatever it is, we hope you'll continue to feel famous with Scotland's favourite whisky, and join us in a toast to Matthew Gloag.
For the Black Grouse whisky, first of all, we start with a fundamentally different liquid. It's got all the characteristic Famous Grouse smoothness, but it has a smoky edge to it. So that combination of smokiness and smoothness, sweetness, is right at the heart of what makes the Black Grouse different.
The Black Grouse is very much part of the Famous Grouse family, and so with that comes all the attention to detail in the production of the whisky and the quality of the specific whiskies that go into the blend. But importantly and distinctly is the difference in the actual whisky style itself. So being a little more mysterious, being a little bit more smoky and a little bit more challenging is adding a real dimension to the Famous Grouse range.